Welcome, welcome, welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting today's official opportunity overview, and we are live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and here in the Zoom room. With that in mind, type in exactly where you're watching us from. We can see people are in from Canada, from Maine. I'm wondering, Laura, what country that is. Type it in while we're doing that. And we're going to put on a quick 30-second timer, which is your opportunity to check if your contacts that you want on today are here live. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome online today for this official opportunity overview that happens the same time every week from a different presenter around the world. We do have closed captions. If you're watching us on YouTube, we have closed captions here in the Zoom room so you can read along. Having said that, today you're very blessed because one of the pioneers of the Australian market, someone who has about nearly 40 years experience in the home-based business industry, is your presenter, and that is Phoebe Wallace from Australia. So over to you, Phoebe.
Hey, let me get set up. And I'm very excited to be here, and I hope it comes across today that I absolutely love what I do, and I love bringing both the health benefits and the business benefits to people right around the world. My personal background is nursing. I have multiple qualifications. I've been nursing for decades and in the health industry. So my passion is for people. And I joke about being the Aussie with the Irish accent, so you can hear that I originally came from Europe. I've been in this industry, as Michael said, for over nearly 40 years, and I love what I do. So let's get started. And I was one of the founding members of Neumi. So who is Neumi? We are the trailblazers and the innovators, dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting edge technology. And this is the tongue twister, our hydrostat molecular encapsulation delivery system. I won't be saying that every time, but it is a very exciting breakthrough technology. So let's look at hydrostat. So our problem for time memorial is absorption. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. This means that only a fraction of nutrients actually reach the cells where they are needed. And that's no good. So hydrostat transforms health, and it's a transforming health and breakthrough in science. And our proprietary production process sets us apart in delivering high quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. Now, Neumi's molecular ingredients are 10 to 100 millimicrons, and they're small enough to be fully absorbed by the human cell. The molecules in other supplements are too large to be absorbed by the cell, so they are excreted from the body without being fully utilized. And basically, if you don't absorb a substance, you just have expensive wee, and it's eliminated through the kidneys. So if you look at this graph down the bottom, this is our technology, the human cell, and other technologies out there that are not absorbed. So surface area is very important. Our cells only absorb the section of the molecule that they touch. And the hydrostat technology increases the surface area so that the cell can use the entire molecule. And hydrostat treated ingredients increase the surface area up to 200 times greater than non-treated ingredients. And you look at that little graph on the right, you'll see our ingredients are absorbed directly into the cell because the molecules are so small. Other products in the market only absorb the part that touches the cell, which means that they have to load their products with ingredients to try and force some into the cells. So the Neumi wraps their ingredients in water clusters to protect and for protection and instant absorption, so that the supplements are absorbed before they make it to the stomach. Water also doesn't include the potential toxins that lipids do. So you never need to take a break from our Neumi supplements because they are completely non-toxic and friendly to ourselves and our bodies. So the three main differences between us and other products out there in the market is the cell size, the surface area, and the delivery system to the cell. So those are the three main differences, which is obviously huge. Now let's look at the product, now that we know we can get the product into the cell, let's talk about the power of glutathione. And glutathione is the main substance in most of our products with other components added to it. So glutathione is known as the master antioxidant. It's the protector and detoxifier of every cell. It's the key to the life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. And glutathione is also the only antioxidant that recycles itself and increases the effectiveness of other antioxidants such as vitamin C, D, etc. Glutathione is one of the most studied molecules in science today. In fact, these statistics are outdated. We're on basically 200,000 studies in PubMed now, compared to about 80,000 studies on vitamin C. So it is becoming the buzzword in medicine and science as we speak. Now, what do doctors say about glutathione? Well, Dr. Mehmet, he says it's the most powerful antioxidant you have never heard of. It's one of the keys to fight off the diseases of aging that you fear the most. And it's called glutathione. And he says, write this down because it's critically important. Dr. David Katz, he says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. So that's what doctors are saying. Now let's look at glutathione and what happens to glutathione in the body. And unfortunately, glutathione decreases naturally the longer we are alive. And with continuous attacks on our cells by the invasion of toxins, heavy metals, and the exposure to radiation, which is everywhere, and free radicals, it causes damage and expedites the aging process. Our glutathione levels are also reduced by any trauma that the cell encounters, such as injuries, infection, or diseases. And if you look at the graph on the right, our glutathione level decreases naturally somewhere between 10 and 15% per decade. Obviously, if we're exposed to extenuating circumstances, it goes down quicker. But the oxidative stress marker there goes up. And at the point that they cross over, that leaves us open to the diseases of aging. And that can happen if we're exposed to traumas earlier in life, but it's generally around midlife. So the benefits of having good glutathione levels are amazing. So let's look at if we have low glutathione, what happens to us. We have weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches. Our inflammatory markers are higher, premature aging, and we're exposed to premature aging and diseases. Our skin tends to be dry and dull, graying hair and balding, brain fog and headaches, digestive issues, more prone to allergies, and harder to manage your weight. If your glutathione levels are at their optimum level, your immune system is boosted, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance and recovery, balanced inflammatory markers. It delays the aging process and diseases. You feel healthier and you look more radiant. And decreased graying and balding, it helps to balance the digestive system. It reduces the incidence of allergic reactions, and it's easier to maintain your weight. So those are the benefits of having good glutathione levels. So let's look at our suite of products and what we've brought to market. And it's really, really important to make this statement. These products are not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. They are nutritional products. So it's important that we say that. Now, glutathione decreases with age and environment, leaving no practical way till now to deliver the nutrients directly into the cell. So our first product to market was NutraSwish, and I love this product. It has been a lifesaver for me. So with our technology, our hydrostat technology, we have nano-sized glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other ingredients to become bioavailable, and that's the big word, within seconds. So as the product is described, swish, we literally swish the product in our mouths like mouthwash for 30 seconds or longer. I say 60 seconds or longer because it really helps to take up the nutrients by doing it longer. And then you can swallow. And you know those blood vessels under your tongue, the sublingual blood vessels. In medicine, they're called superabsorbers. And because they're very shallow and next to the skin, and also the mucosa in your mouth, you literally zap up the nutrients out of the product. And this is what you can expect: an immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained clean energy, and rapid recovery, either from illness or sports or whatever. Now, skin has been a major problem. Skincare has been a major problem and rarely gets past the first layer of the skin, resulting in the need for many products. Skincare is also complex, ineffective, and expensive, and often uses harmful ingredients to get that product down deeper in the layers of the skin. But with Neumi Skin, we have solved that because we again, with our technology, we nanosize glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and more. That helps to nourish your skin down to the deepest layers. And this is what you can expect. It helps reduce pore size, soothes the texture of the skin, lifts and firms, brightens and evens the skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and fights the skin aging pollutants, which is fantastic. Now, equally with energy and focus, people often resolve low energy and lack of focus with very harmful substances. And we all know of the energy drinks that are out in the market and how they're loaded with toxic amounts of caffeine and sugar, and they're terrible for your kidneys and your health. Well, we have Neumi Neuro, and it is fantastic. In fact, this product is endorsed by the American Brain Council, but unfortunately, it's not available in all markets yet, and that's the operative word. So hang tight if it's not in your market. Again, we nanosize ingredients like arginine, magnesium glutamate, L-thiamine, a very small amount of caffeine, which is derived from green tea, and other nutrients. And these are the benefits you can expect: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, and rapid energy. I love it. And heightened cognitive performance. That is a key in today's market. Now, also, environmental disruptors are having an increased effect on women's health and hormones. Neumi has brought to market this amazing product. Again, it's not available in all markets yet. Every woman knows about the inconveniences that cycles and hormone changes bring to their lives. And our technology, every ingredient is a botanical formula. This botanical formula has been carefully selected to give amazing benefits. And these are the benefits women can expect. It helps alleviate bloating, cramping, and PMS. It supports healthy hormone function. It helps with hot flashes and night sweats and enhances mood and overall well-being. And that is a an absolute blessing for any woman who's been scourged by these symptoms. Now, hair is also a very important uh, subject for most people. And sometimes, and healthy hair can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness, dandruff, and thinning, often caused by environmental factors, hormone changes, and improper care. And it affects both sexes. So our Neumi hair is our latest product to market. And again, using the hydrostat nanotechnology, it delivers its powerful ingredients to maximize absorption. This innovation ensures that every application penetrates profoundly, revitalizing the scalp and promoting healthier, more vibrant hair. And what can you expect? Hair strengthening, scalp health, and moisture and smoothness, and heat protection. That's a big one for people who style their hair all the time, and increased hair density. So we'll now look at some of the testimonials and feedback that we get from some of our products. And there's hundreds of these, but we will just use a few today. Here's Lachlan. He's 25 years old now, and he said he's a powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. And Lachlan said on week 3, training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh, no soreness from previous weekly sessions, and already hitting personal bests months out from his next competition. By week 4, he said, using Swish around my training as well as post-training sessions, even more personal bests on my lifts, including 270 kilos for 2-rep deadlifts, my first time ever. I can't even imagine that. And then this is Danae from Louisiana. She is a mother of 3 and she homeschools her kids. She said, as soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I immediately found that I had way more energy. Also, prior to using hers, the hers product, every month I would have mood swings, bloating, breast tenderness. However, since I've been using it, I have found I don't have any PMS symptoms at all. Isn't that fantastic? I'm just going to have a little drink here. Now, Greg from New Zealand, he's a 58-year-old self-employed. He has his own pool construction company. And he said, I've been into competitive mountain bike racing for all of my life. In my 20s, after doing half-day events, I would have nothing left in the tank. Now at 58 and with NutraSwish, I'm able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. Plus, I find I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. Jian from Hawaii. This is a little fireball. She's a 55-year-old. She works in natural health and skincare, and she says, "Wow, neuro is a noticeably cognitive, focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting. Get up and get a ton of work done. Swish that I'll never go a day without." That's a real tongue twister. Anyone who knows me knows that I have severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish, which also help with those things. This is Keith from Louisiana. He's in his 60s and after suffering a shoulder injury, he said, after 48 hours beginning NutraSwish, I awoke and I realized I'd slept all night. That was the first time in almost a year, and eventually without discomfort and able to return to my body weight exercise routine. Today, I'm stronger than ever. Now, the skincare has some outstanding testimonials as well. This is Elaine from South Australia. You would think she is just a completely different person. Look at the before and afters. Yes, she's had her eyebrows and her lips done, But look at the reduction in the puffiness in her face, the redness, the pores, and she looks like she's lost weight, but just her skin vibrancy has totally improved, right? This is Linda from Indonesia. Now, I've personally met Linda as well when I was in Indonesia. She says using Nutriskin, her skin, before Nutriskin, her skin was dull and rough. And after 17 days, her skin became bright, soft and clear. And also, she reported feeling stronger and more enthusiastic because she slept much deeper after using the NutraSwish 2. This is a gorgeous lady in her 80s from Nigeria. She's one of our members' mums, and she used the Neumi skin 3 to 4 times a day. And look at the improvement in her skin and the pigmentation, the lines, and the brightness. She just looks much more vibrant. And here is Donna. I don't have to say much about Donna. Look at the difference in her neck. She looks amazing. And the last one is Sherry. She's our poster child. Sherry was the initial person who trialed the Neumi skin. She does not look like the same person. Look at 2018 versus 2024. It speaks for itself. She had a fantastic result. Okay. So this is our hair product, which is our latest product to market. And this is Rick from Utah. And he said, I am so happy I've been invited to participate in the trial group with this new product. Given the amazing results, I will continue to use it. So you can see the Rick is very happy. Jamie, who has struggled with her hair for ages, said after using the Neumi hair for 5 months, I finally am able to wear my hair shoulder length and in a ponytail. As a result, my self-esteem and my confidence are through the roof. And when your hair looks good, that is what happens. It makes you feel better. Again, Sherry, who had an amazing result with the skincare, said she had very high expectations, and the photographs below speak for themselves, and it helps to increase your confidence. And my hair speaks for itself. Healthy hair makes a statement. Now, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials on people saying wonderful things about our product. So if you go to Neumi New You on Facebook, Neumi New You Official, you can go in there, just answer a couple of questions, and you can knock yourself out completely on the amount of positive feedback that we've had. So let's look at our vision and our founder, Stephen K. Scott has spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products. He will only bring breakthrough products to market, purchasing the rights to those products, and he started marketing them on TV. That's where Steve's first initial amazing success was television infomercials. And in fact, I came across Steve because he is also a world-renowned author in the personal development and Christian space. And I saw him being interviewed by Larry King. And then 2 years later, he turned up as the founder of the previous company with the previous technology we had. Now, Steve was ready to retire until he found what he calls the biggest breakthrough in his entire life. And he felt absolutely obliged to bring this technology to us and to help people's lives around the world. Now, Steve brought into the company a wonderful man, Aaron Rennert, as our CEO and president. And his aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company in the industry, and we all do experience that. We have an incredible science and medical advisory board, and the key here is that they are all on the advisory board in a voluntary capacity. Nobody is remunerated for being on there, so there's no bias. They are on the board totally because they believe in our science and our delivery system. Now, if you want to see the bios on all of these doctors, which are from renowned backgrounds like Harvard, Mayo Clinic, Stanford, they are really well-known organizations and well-known people. You can go to neumi.com for their full bio. Now, how do we execute bringing this product to market? Uh, and we did it by home-based business because initially when the company was launched, it was actually launched in the retail space, but of course, COVID killed retail. So the home-based business is the most powerful way to bring a product to market because it's word of mouth. And these statistics are way out of date because we're up it's probably $200 billion in sales now, and probably close on, I don't know, 150 million people involved worldwide, with our latest statistics. We are in 75 countries as we speak. We have way over 200,000 members worldwide. We have an paralleled compensation plan, revolutionary business tools, field-driven philosophy, and free membership with perks. Steve says, why would you charge people to be in business with you? We should be giving them the membership free, which we do. So we have various options with our opportunity, and this is true of any opportunity. The power to return on investment, create residual income, or build a legacy asset. And different people will want either one of those three. So let's look at how we do that. We do have to make an income disclosure statement and say that individual earnings are totally reliant on individual effort, commitment, sales skills, marketing conditions, and with results varying among members. Neumi does not guarantee any specific income or success because if it is to be, it's up to me. It depends on how I approach the business. So let's do just a quick recap on the compensation plan. Neumi pays out 43% in total payout on customers and new members. So basically, you as the sponsor earn 25% on all initial orders, both from customers and new members in the business. And then ongoing, you earn 3% on all their orders down 6 levels down, ensuring continuous income from your network. Now, there are numerous incomes that are paid concurrently, weekly and monthly incomes. This is our first monthly income that I'll talk about. And that is when you, as a member, introduce 3 members who are ordering a minimum of 2 products a month. And the company will pay you $50 US, provided they're ordering their product and you have 3 active members. Then your second level is $250 US dollars a month when you help your level ones to do their level ones. So it's level 2 to you. So you help your 3 people to introduce their 3 people. And you should be at the senior member level at that stage, and you will earn $250 US a month. The third level is you will earn $1,500 a month when you help your level 2s to do their level 1s. And they all have to be ordering their 2 products. It'll be a total group of 27 people, and you need to be at the rank of 2-star. Now, the next income that Neumi puts aside 6% of the total global volume in a pool. And when you reach 2-star and above, this bonus kicks in at 1%. So obviously the 1% grow as you rank up because you'll have more people and more volume in your business. So that's another bonus that's paid on top of all the other bonuses. Then you've got your uni-level long-term growth bonuses. And this is paid down 3 levels initially at 7%. So immediately when you come into the business, you get paid down 3 levels. And as you rank up, another level opens up to you, down to 7 levels, which is fantastic. Now, in July last year, on the anniversary, because numerous people had reached the level of crown, Neumi introduced 3 new levels: double crown, triple crown, and president, so that these are legacy incomes. Now, after level 7 of your uni level income, the infinity bonus kicks in. And that kicks in at diamond and above. There's there as you go up the levels, the income, it kicks in at 5%, and there's a cap on all those incomes. So I won't go through them in detail, and it's paid right up to presidential, which is 3%, capped at $100,000. Now, we provide support and next steps, which is fabulous. We have resources, training videos, business planning tools, access to marketing assets. We have great technology, a free app with no subscriptions, and everything is available on your app. You literally can work your business from your app. And company Facebook groups. Now there's two official Facebook groups. There's New You official and Neumi New You official and Neumi members official. And you just have to answer a few questions, and it is time sensitive. So make sure you go in, you get registered in those groups, and please promote our weekly calls, because it helps you, and it's neumi.tv. It helps you to keep connected, current, and ahead of the market, and engaged in the community. It's been an absolute pleasure to present to you today, because there's 3 options we have available. You can get started if you're like me straight away. Or if you want to try the product, reach out to the person who invited you to the presentation today. Or maybe you're a person that likes more information. Whatever it is for you, please run with it and do it immediately. Thank you so much for attending the presentation today. It's been my pleasure. And we'll see you with another presenter next week, same time, same place, and have a fantastic week. Goodbye, everybody.